behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Bash TV. Palm Bash TV.
Well, hello there, it's Palm Bash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a great interview coming up shortly. But don't forget about that subscribe and bell buttons below you there, and you're always going to be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And if you'd like to leave a comment on the comment section below, go ahead. We'd love to hear from you there. And pay attention to the description part as well as the closing credits, because we'll have contact info for you, so please stay tuned for that. From Houston, Texas today, we have Ava Bentley. She's the first AI country music singer as far as the female goes. And she's really good at what she does, and I think you're going to agree. And we'll get to that in a second. But first, here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show, as well as Woody's Drumsticks. And if you type in Palm Bash TV and at the checkout, you'll get 10% off your order. So don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
At Woody's Drumsticks, we focus all of our sticks on being a hair longer than everybody else's. Why? Well, all of our sticks are going to be going through the same quality control process as every other stick on the planet. However, the extra length gives you an extended reach, so you can reach for higher cymbals. It makes the sticks last a little longer. We put our shorter taper at the end, which gives more girth in the base of the stick and allows you to play for longer, better, stronger, faster. So once you switch from one brand to Woody's, you'll never go back, and that's a guarantee.
All right, we're back, and with us from Houston, Texas, we have Ava Bentley with us. Thanks for joining us, Ava.
Thank you for having me, Paul.
Yeah, no problem. So tell us your story about why you decided to become an artist, because, you know, some people are in a musical family. Some people just think it's fun. They do it, on their own. There are other stories, too. Go ahead and tell us your story, though.
Yeah, so I think I was born singing, and my parents can attest to that. I was memorizing song lyrics as young as 2 years old. And so, music was really my first language and sang pretty much my whole life. Music came in and out of my life, based on, certain periods of my life. When I was a teenager, I would sing a whole lot, but I kind of, wanted to do, different things, even though I was in like the school choir. I wasn't really pursuing as much in high school and literally drifted away from it for quite some time. And ended up marrying a musician, and he brought music back into my life and did a fair amount of singing and playing in our studio garage apartment, and ended up damaging my vocal cords, so much so that they needed to be operated on. And during that operation, the doctor made a medical error and accidentally cut into what they call the SLP layer of my vocal cords. Is where you have a liquid, like a gel type liquid. And unfortunately, if that ever gets released, it cannot be regenerated. And I had lost my ability to speak as you know it. It was pretty horrific, and it took multiple surgeries to restore my speaking capability. Though I still have challenges. If I speak too much, I tend to get very hoarse. My vocal cords hurt. And of course, singing, I, later learned through the recovery process and rehab, that I had some significant damage on those vocal cords that would forever alter the course of my life and the ability to perform or sing. And about 7 months ago, I had discovered I had a very rare heart condition, and I needed major heart surgery. And that was the wake-up call. It was a very significant heart problem. It was a genetic birth defect that was starting to cause failure within my heart. I lost 31% of my pumping capacity. And in that downtime, I discovered a love for AI music. And though I'd played with it in the past, I didn't do anything beyond birthday songs or maybe a little song here or there. But in my downtime for preparing for the heart surgery and the recovery, which was a significant amount of time, I wrote 4 albums, technically more, to be honest. and four in the world now, one more coming in late or mid to late July. Um, but it's been a heck of a journey, and I'm very excited to be able to produce music now. I wasn't really able to do that. I was singing, I was writing song lyrics, but I was never producing any music. So now I have the ability to do that, with AI, and it turns out I'm making a bit of a career of it, and I would have never dreamed that this would happen to me. At a completely different life, and now I'm actually, getting the second chance at life. But not only that, I'm getting the second chance to pursue the first thing I wanted to do in my life, which was to be a country music artist.
Hmm. Well, that's quite a story. I'm glad that you are doing it, and I guess you're probably the first AI country music artist ever, and there's a first for everything. But you do great at what you do, so.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm the first female. There is a male. That was kind of the first breaking rust. But I'm the first in the female category. So yeah, world's first female AI country music artist. So I own that title. And when you're not, if you're not first, you're last, and I was first. But I didn't know it, at the time. I fell in love with it, and I thought I was producing, songs good enough to share with people, and it turns out people like them. So that makes me happy as well.
Okay, well, and you'll get a chance to hear in just a couple of minutes here. But why don't you tell us about some of the artists that you grew up with enjoying? I'm sure some of the legends come to mind.
Oh, absolutely. I loved all the legends. I grew up, singing the Kenny Rogers and to Dolly Parton, Loretta Lynn, Patsy Cline, and then you've got, Reba McEntire, and then you Taylor Swift, Ella Langley. I love them all. Whether they're male or female, like Garth Brooks, Randy Travis. You name it, I love them. They've all influenced me. Just recently, I put out a song a couple days ago for Dolly Parton. I wrote a tribute song to her. She was really very special. To me growing up, I used to get dressed up like her and, sing her songs. And I really drove my parents crazy, specifically my mother and a little brother with Islands in the Stream with Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. So, but I love them all. They all influenced me. And, the music that I'm creating now, I couldn't have done it without their inspiration, influence, and, many of them are idols to me. And I really love them. And despite the fact that I'm doing AI, it's because I have to. I can't, do performances much like I could a long time ago before the vocal cord damage. And so, I'm very envious of them. But this was a new path for me to be able to. I can still perform. I've got to use, my tracks to do it because I do need my vocal twin to assist me because I don't know when my vocal cords will fail me, unfortunately. But I can certainly perform, and I'm getting ready to start performing. It's going to be a very submersive visual and audio experience for my fans. So I'm looking forward to performing these concerts and going on tour.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, you mentioned a lot of legends. Obviously, you mentioned Kenny and Dolly and Reba and all of those. They were great. I remember growing up with all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And I missed so many, right? So, and in fact, the first song I ever sang was Thank God I'm a Country Boy by John Denver. I memorized that entire song when I was 2 years old. I didn't even have full sentences, but I was memorizing. I had a talent for memorizing lyrics and singing and dancing. And so, my parents have been hearing me sing since I was a wee baby.
Mm, yeah, and he's another good one, John Denver. I liked a lot of his songs.
Absolutely, yeah. All legends, all legends.
Well, they may want to find out even more about you. Is there a way they can look you up on social media, streaming media, official website, so forth? Go ahead and tell.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm on all the social media sites, so you can find me at Ava Bentley Music. Whether it's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and of course I have an official website, which is Ava Bentley, BENTLY.com. And you can find lots of information about me there. Also on Cannonball Records. which is also has an Instagram account and a website. That's my record label. So I'm just about everywhere if you're looking for me.
Okay, well, be sure to check them out everywhere, like she said, and I know he won't be disappointed, and I know she would love to hear from you. And we're getting ready to play this video here. Why don't you tell us the name of it, and if there's a story behind it, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, so Back to Tennessee was nothing merely but a playful response to Ella Langley's song Choosing Texas. I had watched her video and then went to sleep that night, and I woke up thinking, so I know Ava, I think it's Ava Philippe, she was in the video with Ella. She was the blonde in the video with Ella. And so Ava from Texas, well, Ava from Texas. And I thought to myself, I want him. Let's send him back to Tennessee. And then the song just kind of, started to flood my head, the words. And I hadn't seen anything like that in country music or any other, music genre for that matter. Now, I do understand there was one back in the 70s, funny enough, a response to Jolene that Dolly Parton did. And I thought that was really cool. So it's been decades since it's been done. And it was really just meant to be a playful response of two women with, a man in the middle, and one doesn't want him and the other one thinks that, he wants the other woman. So I thought it was fun and playful. I don't know, what Ella thinks, and it was always meant to be playful and be, kind of a fun response to her song, which is incredible. I really love her song. So I thought this was just kind of a fun, playful way to respond back to her song.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a great video too, and I know you guys are going to love it too, and we'll get to that in a second. But before we do, I just want to thank you, Ava Bentley, for being on the show today. Come back anytime you want to plug something new for us. Maybe we'll have you back on sometime.
All right. Thank you so much for having me, Paul.
Yeah, no problem. And without further ado, here's Back to Tennessee by Ava Bentley. It begins right now.
Hey Ella, you forgot something. Yes, he chose Texas, but I'd just as soon send him back to Tennessee. Had my time with him, but it's clear this isn't meant to be. Thought we had a spark, but it flickered out too soon. Now I'm moving on under this Texas moon. He might be choosing Texas, but I'd rather set him free. Send him right back to Tennessee. No more late night talks, no more dreams of him and me. I'm reclaiming my heart, going back to what's true. He can roam the plains, but I am just fine sending him straight back to you. He's living high on Texas pride, thinking he's the best, but I won't lose my way in this emotional mess. Had our laughs and our fights, but we just can't get it right. As I sit here sipping Crown at the bar tonight, I see the light now, and it's time to break free. He belongs with you, not me. And it's time I send him back to your arms, where he is meant to be. He might be choosing Texas, but I'd rather set him free. Send him right straight back to you. Yeah. Sending him right back to Tennessee. Hey, LA's all yours.